Hello everyone. This is Ram Giberson Gardening, Ram Giberson Channel. This is Aston, Georgia, USA. For Thai friend, family in Thailand สวัสดีค่ะวันนี้แรมจะทำเอาดอกไม้ใส่ในกระถางแล้วจะเอากระถางที่มันเก่าๆทำแล้วมาเปลี่ยนใหม่ให้มันเป็นใหม่ค่ะ For USA, thank you for supporting us. Today I'm gonna talk about how to prune the boxwood in the pot for quite a while, and also how to use the bird bath urn for a planter. So I've been using it for so many years now, but every 2 years I have to take out the boxwood, the small boxwood called the little gem, because it doesn't grow fast, it grows very slow, and I use it for the evergreen for this urn. So what the procedure today is, I'm gonna do from the beginning, so that way we can see how that happened in live. Everything I do is live. So this urn right here I've been using for the planter for this is stone cats, bird beds. It's a marble stone cat. I have maybe 20 years now. I have 3 pieces. I talk a lot about how things come together in the whole picture to harmonize the senses, the sixth sense and feng shui. This how I did that. So what I do, I put the bird bath. I bought stone cat bird bath with the stand of the angel. I place it there. Then within the group of how things carry through, this another bird bath stone cast, but have some kind of engraved of foliage right here, and a little shorter because I don't want it to block the column. I wanted to stand just right here. So, and then I keep that short with the plant so it wouldn't intrusive to what I have here. So then I have another one across parallel with the column and stand. So now became the harmony of the frame of the entry to your front door. Within that method, you can use that for an entry to your sitting area. You can use that for the entry to your front door, back door, or entry to any walkway. If you're gonna build the garden one section at a time, you need to break it down into the continental of the group. Each one have a different personality. It's up to you if you want to have them all the same, but connecting them, and that's okay too. But for me, I like to have in each individual different but similar. So when you put them together, they have the right and rhythm to carry through to what you're doing. Okay, now within that explanation, I'm gonna show you how to redo this urn. Only this urn today because I'm having just enough time for that. To redo this urn, I have to remove the plant. Why? You ask me, why would I do that? Because the soil had been in here for like 2-3 years already. I'm gonna put it right here. So I can easily add the fertilizer in here and freshen up the new soil just a little bit. But I've been doing that for many years now. I haven't really seriously done. This year, I wanted to completely remove this and replant it, because if I don't, if the soil have too much root, it won't absorb the water, because the earth is very, very shallow. I'm gonna dump it here. Then I ended up watering a lot. Anything with the root ball. See what I mean. I'm gonna show it to you. See, there's a lot of root. There's not a lot of dirt left here. If you have that problem in your garden, you can't ask yourself, why would I have to water a lot in the summer? Because you don't have a lot of soil to absorb the water, because the root had taken over. So you see how much root it is? A lot of root. So when you water it, the soil will get moist as you water it. But in the winter it's okay, in the cool time it's okay. But in the summer, it takes no time for a lot of root to immediately absorb the water, and then the soil will dry out. And then you're gonna end up thinking, I have to water that often. So sometimes you have to, if you forget, then you find a dead plant. And then you kind of wonder, why was that? So I'm giving you something to think about. Now, in between, see that? A lot of roots everywhere. So this is just a simple landscape fabrics, and I'll tell you in a minute why. So now you see that's a little dirt in here. It's a lot of root. So that's why once in a while you do have to do that. Not all the time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you the real thing. So here, backwoods are really, really top plant. And it's evergreen, and it's called a little gem. And that little gem itself, it does not grow that fast. But I have it here, look at the calipers. Probably 5 years, 6, 7 years, I lost count. So because of that, it gonna have a lot of root. So what I'm gonna do, this, if you have any root ball pot that you have with you for a while, same problem that I just explained to you, you can take it out and do the root pruning. As long as you don't cut it here. But if you cut it here, see, I'm gonna show you. Cut it here. Then what you do, this kind of pack. Then you kind of loose it up a little bit. Because in time, this root had developed so much and then it packs. It's okay for you to, when you do this, okay for you to do like this, but don't do it like this. Because if you do like that, you cut it off. But if you do like this, you loosen it. You may cut some of the root while you're doing that, but it's okay. You're not cutting completely off. So I had another video explain to you about how critical the small root for the plant. See, this small plant like that, they don't have a lot of big root. Especially backwoods had a lot of small. This is all I need right now to put it back. See how much I cut it out. So it's gonna take another 2-3 years for me to have to do this again. Why? Because it's gonna grow up to be again like this. So if I wanted to not have to water too often, like I explained, I'm gonna have to do this. But you know what? People think, oh, it's a lot of work. But you're not doing it every year. You're not doing it every month. You're doing it every 2-3 years. Then have it maintain it beauty to what you need. Small, work with the column, and this one, it can go to the compost. It can go to the compost, and this is the soil that have remained up to the root. It's not much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this right here. You can put it anyway. I'm gonna completely give the new soil. So don't have any bucket with me. So I'm gonna tie them in there. Soon I done, Cody gonna come here with the blower. Right, Cody?
Yep.
Cody gonna come here with the blower. He gonna clean it up. Cody, it's really helpful for me, and we do a lot of work together. And I used to do all this by myself, by the way. I used to climb on the tree, a lot of big tree that you see, even a lot of head that you see in front of my house. I used to do all those cutting. Etching. I have etcher, electronic, and GAD. I have the long polar, and I have that one right there that you see here. I used to do all of that. My husband, and if you ask that your husband helped you with the garden, long time ago he died when I first started, and there's a huge pine tree. I can't cut it down on my own. I'm afraid it's gonna fall on me. So I need 2 persons. One person to cut with the chainsaw. I learned it from the tree cutter, and the other person to pull from the top. So that way you can control the cutting. Anyway, that's another story. but I did that on my own long time. And then my husband gonna come and help me mow the lawn. And guess what? He bought the riding lawnmower. We have a gigantic riding lawnmower. It's so much mean and it's so much care. And he did that for like 2 or 3 years. I can understand why that he couldn't, because he's a doctor. He's an emergency doctor. His work schedule take every inch of his time. So for him to riding the lawnmower, even though he's riding the lawnmower, but it's not a simple task. It took time. We don't have a bucket, Cody. We forget the bucket.
Yep.
So I'm gonna bring it in a little bit closer, like this. So I kept talking about my life story, you guys. I forgot to tell you about this. This landscape fabrics. There's a hole. Some bird baths does not have hole, but the fountain bird bath does, because they have hole. When they cut the stone, they wanted to make sure there's a hole so they can put in the plumbing so the water can create the bubble or something like that for the bird, and then they seal it off after that. So this bird bath had hole. But if you get the bird bath that didn't have hole, you can drill that too. You can drill the hole on that too. It's not a big problem if you have electronic drill. So this one have hole. And to keep the soil from falling too, I do that to motor the pot. I took some landscape fabric and I put it on the bottom to allow the water to drain, but not taking away the dirt. Then you ask, wouldn't keep a lot of moisture in there? For the big pot, I put a little bit of gravel to kind of help it lift a little bit. But for this one, I don't. Why? Because the area that I'm putting in the dirt is so small. and I'm going to put in quite a few plants. The plant will absorb the root from the plant quickly. It wouldn't have any time to be settled at all. It leaking down. The matter of fact, when it's shallow like that, you want the water to go down a little bit slower. This will help, because otherwise it go through so fast, and the soil would not have an opportunity to Cody, you didn't give me the bucket, and there we go. We didn't think about it. So gonna do this. We in it now. Might want to get it done. So you know, when you run into art like that, don't give up. Just keep going, and you're gonna finish it. So we all do. We're not perfect. We all not perfect. So see, it doesn't take that much dirt. We make our own potting mix, by the way. And then if you go back to some video, you're gonna find that I show you how to make your own potting mix. So so it would take less time if we have bucket, but in this case we don't. So so now here, now I'm gonna get the barkwood that I just pruned the root. Put it back in. I cut it here. I don't cut it here. I cut it here to open whatever pack in between the root. So that way, I cut some root, but I don't cut it out. I cut so they can be leads. So the new root will come out. So here, all plants have front and back. This is the back because it's kind of not good looking, and this to me more like a front because it's more healthy. So what I do, you can put the barkwood right in the center and put the plant around there, or you can put it off to the side and then put the plant out in the front. So what I do, so here we go. Here, Cody, can you come real close? Okay. See, this root ball level with the rim of the pot. So now I'm putting it back like this. Putting that back. Don't need to put any stick, anything like that, because what I have here, it's a more than enough. There we go. We use our own compost that broken down from the moss that we have left over every year. As you see, some of them still had a little bit of chunks of moss that had not broken down, but it's okay. Okay, now that is the one that's gonna give you all year long a feature. So I just took out a lot of plant. One that I took out was the golden oregano. Deer don't touch any herbal. So what I'm gonna do, this was spill. I'm using term fill and spill for this one because, see, I'm gonna set it like this, plant it back like this, and then make sure that the dirt it come all to the side and secure and then angle. Then this one, when it come out, gonna spill through like this. Then I want to get some color that I know the deer don't eat. So they don't eat marigold. So I'm gonna put one marigold. Whatever marigold I use, I would put another one here. And then to create interest, since my house painted yellow, kind of terracotta and cream. This go with that. But you don't have to do that. Sometimes you can even use blue because those are more like a neutral color. You put blue, you put white, you put pink, and it will be okay. Like that. And then like this. So now I'm gonna handle this first. This is very easy to plant. I don't have to detangle the root, anything like that, because this miracle, it's not root bound so bad. If you're gonna do a little bit of what they call tease, just lose it out. You don't have to break anything like that because it's not root bound. Then you're gonna put it here. Then this in between, you're gonna put it right here. You put another one right here. See, you see now it happened. It's a lot of dirt now, not a lot of root. If every one of it gonna share, they're gonna be healthy. They have room to grow in the dirt. So now you want some kind of another one, but a little bit more cast. That one will grow straight. This one would cast, and this one will go straight. So I got these. This one would spill it out. This one had a little bit of root bounce. Then, which is good. I'd like to show you how to handle that. So like this. So in a different color, then what I'm gonna do is send this have a little bit of, see, now you're gonna break this because it had a lot of root. So to have a little bit spill, you're gonna tuck it in here, and then you're gonna plant. Instead of plant straight, you plant a little bit of lean in, and they're gonna grow that way. Then this one, break just a little bit, but don't break this way, break this way. So because to stimulate the root, so the root would grow a little bit better. Because anything, if they feel like they're done, they're not gonna grow. But when you break the root, the plant get the message, say, I'm not done growing yet, I better send out new root to grow, and then they're gonna do that. So that means this plant is gonna get bigger. So you see that soft yellow? Combine to all of these with that. But you know, you don't even have to have like this. You can just say, well, heck with the color. You can get white, blue, pink, whatever that is, whatever you color. Just put it in there. It's still going to be pretty because this is a neutral zone right here. And then like I said, you can put anything. The reason I shoot the marigold is I don't think deer would eat that. You know, the tinea, so in the family of tinea thing. They may, but I know they don't eat marigold. And they don't eat that. They don't eat that. So I know that much. So this, so what it done for this for this urn. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come around and mark just a little bit and clean it up just a little bit. Seems like the sun already said goodbye. So that's what I want to show you today. And then it will be more for us to do though. See, we have more flower. We're gonna work. We're gonna filling up all of these. We're gonna finish the urn for the summer, and then I promise you're gonna get to see when it all come together. So the next one, I'm trying to show you how I raise the pot off the ground, and I explain that then why, what is the benefits. And I did it with Albany cord. Most of it I did it myself. So we'll finish it through. It kind of the same procedure on this. For right now, it look kind of messy, but Cody gonna come and clean up, and then the final come together. You will get to see. And for right now, this is great. It's warm today. I think I'm sweating like crazy. So this is what we do today. And You know, my channel is about sharing idea. I'm not really teaching per se. I'm sharing what worked for me and what I had done and had worked for me. I hope it's beneficial for you, to everybody that watching. This is Texas Red Salvia. I kept saying that because if you know where I live, you drive by, this is everywhere out in the front, and the deer never touch. So you know, I can say that over and over because I have people ask me all the time what deer don't eat. For this one, through the year, I had never seen them eat. So because of that, today I like to say thank you, and thank you for everybody watching, and the friend in Thailand, the people in Thailand, and I really appreciate you follow us and then subscribe, and then for everybody in USA, I thank you very much for Thailand, for USA, I say thank you, and for Thai people, I said ขอบคุณมากๆสวัสดีค่ะ